And that's going to be fine. But standing there lost and not doing anything is just waiting to die, waiting to starve to death. Don't let that happen. I had to condition people to take action, even in the SEAL teams, even a young SEAL leader who you would think would be by nature aggressive, and an action taker. You put them in pressure situation where there's not a ton of information, and they need to make a decision they don't want to act either. So one of the things that I would teach was that their default mode was to be aggressive. Their default mode was to take action. I would teach that same thing. We just discussed, I wouldn't say, hey, look, that means you have to take action, but your default setting should be, I'm going to do something because I'd have a young SEAL officer and there'd be some training mission and there'd be a problem in a building and there'd be a bunch of paintball flying around in there and he wouldn't want to go solve that problem. He'd back away from that problem. And I would have to go like push him in the back and say, you see that problem over there, you got to go solve that problem. It's not going to go away, you got to be aggressive. That's got to be your default mode, is to take action and make things happen. Because most human instinct is to wait. Most human instinct is to hesitate. Most human instinct is to let things go longer and stick with the status quo. And that seems to be on the front, the lowest risk in the situation is to not do anything. It usually appears to be the lowest risk, so to train people to, oh, I need to take risk, some level of risk, take action. Because in the long run, I say 7 out of 10 times action is better than an action. If someone was on the extreme end of that disease of excuse and blame and all of those things, is there anything that you could do or you would advise them to do to kind of walk back from there to get over the other side? Because I think we can all think of people in our lives and